My dear friends, in no uncertain terms, today's gospel reminds us that life beyond the grave is not a mere continuation of our earthly existence. In relation to that truth, the Sadducees were miserably mistaken in thinking that the resurrection of the dead was a preposterous article of faith. They did not believe the resurrection of the dead. No wonder the Sadducees and the Pharisees could not see eye to eye in this regard, because the Pharisees were open to the truth about the resurrection of the dead. But the Sadducees, they were hardliners. They did not believe in the resurrection of the dead. For them, believing in the resurrection of the dead was truly silly. Just to drive home their point, they presented to the Lord an exaggerated scenario, an exaggerated case inspired by the Old Testament legislation on levirate marriage. If you wish to know the details of this, kindly browse through Deuteronomy chapter 25, verses 5 to 10. Deuteronomy 25, 5 to 10. This particular passage describes what a levirate marriage is. After presenting that seemingly difficult case to crack, the Lord immediately corrected their erroneous perspective. The Lord showed the Sadducees that it was wrong to theologize starting with mere human experiences. The Lord showed them the real theologizing begins with God's self-revelation. God revealed Himself as the God of the living, including those who were dead long time ago: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. So for God, no one is dead. He is the God of the living. That's the self-revelation of God. But look, where did the Sadducees start their argumentation? Mere human experience. A wife had a husband, and the husband died, and they had no child. Mere human experience. Unsay leksyon bakat una nato ani? A very important lesson, my dear friends. We should never extrapolate earthly thrusts, earthly standards, earthly pursuits to or into heavenly realities. We should not extrapolate human terms to divine realities, because there is a whole world of difference between this age and the age to come. And so, we need to pray seriously this particular line in the Our Father. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We conduct ourselves here in this world in such a way that we will never lose sight of doing God's will also in the next. So we try to make this world far better than we found it, yet our hearts and our gaze are fixed on heaven. And once we do that, we begin to live the already but not yet. We begin to anticipate the resurrection. We begin to foresee the joys of heaven while we make sense of our existence here on earth. Amen.